We are often taught to stay away from rejection. The prevailing psyche has implanted in our souls the belief that rejection is a nightmare, a symbol of failure. Imagine a time in your life when everything seemed to be falling apart. You had invested all your strength, effort, and faith in a relationship with someone you valued, in the hope that it would lead you to a happy future, but these brilliant plans abruptly failed. When you were faced with the bitter pill of rejection, and the person you loved decided to move on without leaving. You find yourself in a state of loneliness and pain in this dark moment. You may have felt that a part of yourself has broken and the future you dreamed of is dissolving. But we, the Stoic attachment to philosophy, are beginning to perceive rejection differently. We're not running away, but we're facing it, and accept it as part of spiritual development. In today's video, we will take you through a journey of thought. We will share with you 15 lessons of Stoic philosophy. Lessons that have the power to transform rejection, even the most crushing defeats, into steps towards success and maturity. But before we begin, let's issue a challenge. Don't miss a lesson and stay with us until the end. In the conclusion of this video, you will learn how to use reverse psychology to convert the rejection reason. You regret your decision. This translation is intended to reflect Stoic philosophy's emphasis on resilience, personal growth, and facing challenges head-on. Lesson number 1. Get out there and have fun. When rejection comes knocking, we often easily give in to sadness and self-doubt. However, Stoic philosophy offers a different perspective on rejection and advises us to accept it with a simple action. Go deep and enjoy the pleasure of imagining it. Despite the pain of rejection, you go out, breathe the fresh air, and participate in activities that bring you joy. You meet with friends, you explore new ones, tourist places, you try unique dishes in a local restaurant, or you immerse yourself in them, a personal hobby. This action is a statement to the world that rejection does not determine your happiness. This is a subtle but powerful message to yourself. I refuse to let rejection steal the joy from my life. By going out and enjoying the joy of you, show patience with yourself. You remember that your happiness does not depend on external validation, but on yourself. In the world of Stoic philosophy, this is a way to confront silence and despair. It is a vow to your inner strength and a confirmation that the beauty of life helps even when faced with rejection. So go out and enjoy it, so that it is an act of self-love, a challenge and an expression of the indomitable human spirit. Lesson number 2 shows your worth. In Stoic philosophy, we learn that expressing one's worth does not always require words. Facing rejection is not about demonstrating your excellence to everyone, but by demonstrating your worth through silence and persistence through your actions. Imagine a sculptor with a block of stone. The sculptor does not have to explain that his creation will be a masterpiece, but carefully chisels away little by little, revealing the inner beauty. Likewise, you will, if you go with facing rejection, becoming the sculptor of your destiny that we don't always have to look for. Recognition from others. Instead, we can use rejection to improve ourselves. Show the world your worth through dedication, honesty, and unwavering determination in the principles of life. Living and acting in accordance with these values naturally exemplifies your true worth. Stoic philosophy posits that ethics are central to life. By living our values and exhibiting virtuous qualities, we become stronger, and using authentic actions rather than words is the most powerful way to affirm your true self and let the world see your worth when you are ready. Apply lesson number 2 to your life. Comment on my actions. Prove who I am. Motivate yourself, and do this with dedication and perseverance every day. Lesson number 3. Learn to be still. It's true that silence can be a powerful companion when faced with rejection. When we are rejected, we often tend to react or seek approval from others. However, Stoic philosophy offers a different approach to the path. Silence is a path of great courage. Here, silence is not an expression of weakness. On the contrary, it is a symbol of strength. It shows how to show greater appreciation for your own. Calmness of mind over the need to respond is a clear sign, agnos element of having the ability to control your emotions and reactions. In Stoic philosophy, silence becomes a powerful weapon that instills self-confidence and emotional control, helps you detach from the situation and regain control of your inner self while communicating that. Tell yourself that you are not defined by external factors. So when emotions are running high and you feel the need to react, pause, and experience the power of stillness. This is not a confrontational approach, but rather a means of self-protection. It is a reminder that your inner world is yours, and silence can be an effective protection against rejection. Respect the Stoic principle of silence. Be guided by maintaining self-respect and mental strength. Through silence, you can rise above the noise and chaos. You will find happiness knowing your value remains intact and strong. Lesson number 4, broke contact. When a woman rejects you, it can be mentally challenging. However, Stoic philosophy can help you deal with this situation reliably. If you find that she has been ignoring you and not responding to communication, this may be a chance to apply the principle of justice, the cutting of all contacts. Stoic philosophy does not encourage engaging in a relationship that is unappreciated or worthless, rather than continuing communication without response. You can preserve yourself and not give in to unworthy endeavors. Ending contact means stopping communication through text messages, phone calls, and other means, and staying away from her if possible. This may include stopping texting and not responding to their messages. If she doesn't answer your calls, stop contacting her, don't talk to her, and don't pay attention to her when you do on the same social network. Instead of wasting energy on continuing a relationship that isn't there is worth more to continue, you can use your time and mind to develop yourself. Consider investing in self-improvement, learning, and building more valuable relationships. Remember that you can control how you handle this situation, and cutting off all contact can be a first step toward focusing on your happiness and self-esteem. Have you ever cut off contact with someone? What was the situation like that you experienced? Share your story with us in the comment section of this video. Lesson number 5. Forget it. Imagine your mind as a beautiful garden, a place made of the colorful flowers of laughter and warm moments. But when rejection comes, it sweeps over the garden like a violent storm and leaves behind withered flowers that look like wounds that are difficult to forget. But even if these flowers are lost, the garden still exists and deserves special care. When the sun shines on the garden of your mind, take the time to tend it with patience and love. The new flowers may not have fully bloomed yet, but your care and attention will help them grow stronger. To discover the strength of the spirit, its resilience, and the ability to renew yourself in the garden of your soul, remember that there are many other flowers that you can plant and care for. Let these new flowers symbolize hope, self-sufficiency, and personal growth as you care for them, facilitating the blossoming of your spirit into the beauty and strength of a new beginning. If you decide to remove someone from your mind, you will find that an expansive inner world full of potential awaits you. Here you are in control of where you express your creativity and decide what you want to exist in your mental space. However, remember that this is not about forgetting or denying the past, but rather about regaining control of your present and future mind. Stoicism teaches us that the power to eliminate someone from our minds lies within us. By this action, we claim the right to manage our thoughts. You are the owner of your thoughts, and you have the power to transform them into a place of freedom. Mind and prosperous life is an ever-flourishing life. The garden and your mind are the place where you plant and care for the most beautiful flowers. Sometimes rejection is just a wilted flower, but it does not define the entire garden. Continue to nurture it so that it can thrive in the beauty and strength of your being. Lesson number 6. Pretend that person didn't exist in. If you are ignored, your mood will be weakened by the indifference or contempt of others. Stoicism offers a way to approach this act as if that person did not exist. It's not about avoiding it, but I prefer to face the situation with greater resilience and self-confidence. Think about an important business meeting. The room is well lit, the desks are well organized, and you're at the center of a crucial discussion. However, there is one colleague, a man, who always avoids him and ignores him. It's a smart strategy to pretend he doesn't exist, rather than trying to have a conversation about him or focusing on him too much. Consider starting a discussion with other colleagues. This also opens doors to new professional relationships that could add value to your project if they interact. With this colleague, it is inevitable to maintain a professional demeanor in conversations and avoid personal discussions that can lead to conflict. Always remain confident and respectful in all work situations. We open doors to freedom, independence, and self-improvement. This is a way to maintain our sanity and ideals in any situation so that we can evolve into better versions of our. Lesson number 7. Don't react emotionally. Rejection is like a bitter pill and difficult to swallow. In the face of rejection, you have the sovereign right to dictate your emotions. You can allow feelings to take over you, or you can activate your subtle control skills by adhering to the principles of Stoicism emotions. While the natural feelings are often fleeting and can lead to indecision, the bout of rejection can easily anger, sadness, or self-doubt. But choose to express those emotions more wisely rather than letting the emotions control you. Embrace the calm of the image of control. Your feelings like turbulent waves and yourself as the firm captain of your ship. Let the feelings work, but at the same time, stay on course. In this moment, you have the opportunity to choose a response characterized by clarity, reason, and calm inner emotions. It may cry out for attention, but Stoicism teaches us that your decisions should be based on reason and not react emotionally. Transforms you into the master of your narrative, which you refuse to allow. Let rejection shake your foundations. You remain steadfast, unaffected by the emotional storm. A Stoic understands that true strength lies not in suppressing emotions, but in controlling them. Choose not to react emotionally and let it guide you through life's challenges. Is your subtle control that turns difficulties into opportunities for growth. You are someone who always acts on feelings on a scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate yourself? Tell us your answer. Lesson number 8. Don't beg. In the face of rejection, Stoic philosophy teaches us that our self-respect must not be compromised. Begging or pleading for someone's acceptance or compassion only diminishes that self-esteem. It's like we accept the idea that I am incomplete without your consent. Come on, let's get to the story of John. He had applied to take part in an important process at his workplace, but after he received the application, after submitting his submission, received an email from the organizing team informing him that he had not been selected to take part. Rather than emailing a statement or asking why he was not selected, John took the Stoic approach, philosophy. Remembered that his value did not lie in this event. He was confident in his knowledge and abilities and recognized that the organizing team's decision made John remain focused on his work and did not allow the rejection to affect his spirit or work ethic. He knew that this non-selection did not affect his personal worth, and that he would continue to strive and work to prove his worth on other occasions. Not begging is not only a way to present yourself to others, but also a reminder to yourself that you are affirming your inner strength of self-respect and independence. Therefore, the next time you encounter rejection, you should firmly refuse to beg. Instead, think about your embrace of inherent self-respect. Let your own worth and shine brighter than the temporary feeling of rejection. This way you respect yourself and hold your head high after every rejection. Lesson number 9 proves them wrong. Proving others wrong is a deeply important aspect of using adversity to fuel personal growth and resilience. If someone rejects you, they may have misjudged you or failed to see your true potential. The initial pain of rejection can be painful and damaging to your self-appreciation, but it's important to transform it into a powerful motivator. Remembering harsh words or actions of others can cause initial pain. However, it is important not to allow these rejections to have a lasting impact on your soul, but rather to transform them into a source of encouragement and a driving force for personal growth. The best way to prove them wrong is through actions. Work hard, learn from every experience and grow, turning rejections into solid drive to demonstrate your ability to overcome challenges. Remember that not everyone can see your true worth and sometimes get stuck in their perspectives and decisions. The most important thing is not to let rejection diminish your confidence and belief in yourself. Don't let rejection cast a shadow over your soul, but turn it into a beacon that pushes you towards achievements beyond imagination. If you do this, you will be on the path to success and a strong self-affirmation that shows that other people's mistakes are not just about proving that they misjudged you, but about building a better, stronger, and more safe version. Let this be the motivation for your personal development journey. So, like this video, if you agree with our perspective. Lesson number 10. Be friendly but emotionally distant. When faced with rejection, the Stoic philosophy offers us a refined approach. It is the way we show kindness while protecting our souls from the turmoil around us. Kindness is not about reacting violently or expressing excessive emotions, but it is about treating others with respect and compassion. Regardless of their actions, however, Stoicism advises us to combine this kindness with subtle detachment. This detachment is not about becoming cold or indifferent, but about the awareness that we cannot control how others respond to our kindness, but we can completely control our emotional self. Reactions. When you are kind and emotionally distant, you show strength and grace. You are kind and benevolent, but you do not let other people's reactions influence you. This will help you maintain inner peace and strength and prevent rejection from becoming a source of emotional turmoil. Imagine you are an event planner, carefully preparing for a big party. They were friendly and considerate in their interactions with all guests, ensuring they had a pleasant experience. However, during the preparations, some sudden changes occur that are beyond your control. One of the guests is unhappy with some of these changes and expresses his grievances. You continue to remain friendly and listen to the guest's comments, but keep your inner peace and do not allow the guest's negative reaction to affect your mood. That's why you were friendly and at the same time maintained your inner calm. They realize that the most important thing is to ensure that the event unfolds beautifully. This clearly shows that you are a source of encouragement and patience, and that you are protecting your most valuable asset, your inner peace. In summary, this is a profound lesson from Stoic philosophy about the art of human interaction that encourages us to practice kindness without losing balance emotionally. This approach not only helps us deal with rejection gracefully, but also lasts our motivation and inner strength bright and indelible. Lesson number 11. Build your social status. In Stoic philosophy, building social status is not a game to attract the attention of others, but an important part of self-development and a contribution to the greater good of the community when faced with situations like who get through, high or unrecognized. Stoicism recommends a single approach, rather than focusing on impressing others, focusing on self-improvement and active participation in the community to become a better person with positive contributions. This approach includes activities that can naturally improve one's social standing. Stoic perspective. Self-care through exercise and nutrition is crucial to staying healthy and energized to face challenges, pursue personal hobbies, and learn new skills, not only to impress others, but also for your personal growth. Career advancement is not only a way to prove your worth, but also a means of self-development. Volunteering and networking help you connect with others, show love and contribution to the community while building your social status. Share your experiences and hobbies. Authentic is not about getting attention, but rather truly connecting with people with like-minded ideas. This is consistent with the Stoic values of personal growth, contributing to the common good and building meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and shared interests. So when you develop your social standing, do so with the intention of improving yourself and making positive contributions, rather than focusing on making a good impression, focusing on becoming a better person and contributing to the development of the contribute to community. In this way, Stoicism encourages us to use rejection to create a more valuable and meaningful life. Lesson number 12. Don't let them see that you're struggling. Imagine rejection as a tempest swirling around you, threatening to erode your patience and ensnare you in despair at the heart of this storm. Stoic philosophy teaches us the art of internal calm. Our soul resembles a sacred temple where we forge our spirit and shape our character. In this world, external influences can only intrude if we voluntarily open our doors to them. The question arises, why should we keep our struggles a secret by concealing your difficulties? You deny others the power over them. You prevent these hardships from penetrating your essence. You become a monument of strength, steadfast in the storm of rejection. In doing so, you maintain grace and self-respect. Rather than feigning strength, we ensure we face our inner challenges ourselves. Through this principle, we transform rejection into a testament of our indomitable strength. Thus, when rejection next knocks, it's not an internal battle but the steadfastness of a true Stoic soul to master the art of concealment practice. The following 5 methods for self-awareness. The first and most crucial step in mastering the art of concealment is recognizing the challenge. As you face this involves confronting your emotions, head-on without denial or deceit. Second, self-control, the ability to control oneself. In trying times is the strength of concealment. Practice, pausing and reflecting in the face of overwhelming difficulties, allowing for wiser responses instead of being driven by emotion. Third, internal dialogue. Internal dialogue is a powerful tool for building understanding and mental resilience. Remind yourself of your worth and endurance, telling yourself that you can overcome any challenge and deserve success. Fourth, seek tranquility in life's chaos. Tranquility can be a precious gift. When pressure mounts, find a quiet place to reflect and regain composure. This helps you face difficulties with clarity and calm. Fifth, external grace. Regardless of your internal struggle, always maintain grace and self-respect in interactions with others. Projecting external grace and confidence shows that you are patient and strong, unaffected by the challenges you face. By mastering these lessons, you turn rejection from a sign of weakness into a symbol of unyielding spirit. So when rejection next arrives, let it see not your hardship, but your unwavering determination. If you're ready for this comment, I am ready to demonstrate your resolve. Lesson number 13. Give them silence. When you face rejection and chooses not to respond, you not only show confidence, but also affirms your self-esteem. They say you don't need a strong reaction to prove your worth, rather than using silence as a tool. To provoke a reaction or defend a point of view, Stoicism recommends using it as a tool of introspection and nourishing the soul in moments when silence becomes your choice. Think deeply about, understand, and adjust your emotions and thoughts. Not only is calm consistent with your ethics and personal morals, but also promotes inner growth and resilience. So when you choose not to respond to, do so as a way to focus on yourself, rather than as a tactic to change the behaviors of others. This reflects the wisdom and subtlety of the Stoic. The philosophy focuses on ethics and personal development and avoids actions that can lead to misunderstanding or hostility. Remember that silence is not simply the absence of speech, but an expression of patience and mental control. Show wisdom and self-control in your life. Lesson number 13. Give them silence. When you face rejection and chooses not to respond, you not only show confidence, but also affirms your self-esteem. They say you don't need a strong reaction to prove your worth, rather than using silence as a tool. To provoke a reaction or defend a point of view, Stoicism recommends using it as a tool of introspection and nourishing the soul in moments when silence becomes your choice. Think deeply about, understand, and adjust your emotions and thoughts. Not only is calm consistent with your ethics and personal morals, but also promotes inner growth and resilience. So when you choose not to respond to, do so as a way to focus on yourself, rather than as a tactic to change the behaviors of others. This reflects the wisdom and subtlety of the Stoic. The philosophy focuses on ethics and personal development and avoids actions that can lead to misunderstanding or hostility. Remember that silence is not simply the absence of speech, but an expression of patience and mental control. Show wisdom and self-control in your life. Lesson number 15. Seek rejection as a badge of honor. In modern society, when we face rejection, we often feel shame and failure. However, from a Stoic philosophical perspective, rejection can be seen differently as a source of personal pride and honor. We should not fear rejection but welcome it as part of our maturing process and wisdom. Rejection is not an end, but an opportunity to demonstrate courage and determination. Each rejection is a chance to self-examine, learn, and grow. It's not a defeat, but a valuable lesson. Remember, many famous individuals and leaders faced numerous rejections before achieving success. Consider J.K. Rowling, the celebrated author of the Harry Potter series. Before her first book was published, she submitted her manuscript to several publishers, facing a series of rejections. However, she never gave up and continued writing until her first book was published, starting one of the most famous stories in world literature. When we seek out rejection, we never completely fail. Instead, we always have the opportunity to learn and improve. Rejection challenges our personal limits and opens new opportunities. It helps us discover unknown potentials and build strong self-esteem with this mindset. We never fear rejection. In fact, we welcome it as evidence of our perseverance and determination. Rejection is not a symbol of failure, but a badge of courage and proper direction. See it as a badge of patience and personal bravery, and be proud that you dared to face it.